Get the robot?
Yeah.
All right. We're live. Welcome to Maker Faire, everyone. We are live streaming from Maker Faire all weekend long. You can watch us here. You can find all kinds of channels with tons of great content at makerfaire.com/live. And we would also love if you tweet at us. Send us messages, ask us questions, use hashtag Maker Faire, and we'll be checking this Twitter streams all day today, all day tomorrow. It's kind of overwhelming right now. Our editorial team is working on getting our fishbowl going. The fishbowl is our video booth where we'll be interviewing presenters and rock stars from the world of making at the Make booth. Right now, we're in Expo Hall. This is Makey the robot. He's our giant best robot friend with super rad glowing eyes. And he's sort of the host right now of our space. When you walk into Expo Hall, you see him standing there and you know you're in the right place. You know you found the heart of Make Magazine here at the fair. So what's happening right now, we're going to go behind the scenes and work on setting up some of our social media promotions. We've got to get everything embedded on our Facebook pages, and we're getting everything set up so that people who come to makezine.com will know what we've got going on. You can help us out by embedding our live stream onto your Facebook page. Go to livestream.com/makelive, grab the code, email it to everyone. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to head over to the actual fishbowl. I'm going to try to find someone who will take the microphone, and then I'm going to go back to my computer and get some things taken care of and rejoin you in just a little bit. Let's see who we can find. This is the innovation stage. It's where presenters are going to be. This is the fishbowl and the Make demo stage. I think what we'll do right now is actually leave you with the engineering interns and the Make interns. They've got a ton of cool projects, and they're going to just be meeting people, hanging out. We met Max yesterday, and I'm sure he can take it from here. Hey, Max, would you love to sort of, let the viewers know what we've got going on, show them some of the projects and everything? I'll be back in hopefully 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, give everybody a tour of the table. Thanks.
Let's start with this table here. Let's go right to left, I guess. So, yeah, that got turned off. Okay, so starting here, we've got this cigar box banjo thing, and it's hooked up to another one of the projects here, which is a cracker box amp. So it's not very loud in this room, but if it was quiet, it'd be very easy to hear. This is a project that I actually built. My coworker Dan Spangler put together the case, but I built the rest of it. Turn it on here, and then if I could get someone to hold my mic for a second. You give it a good shake, and then set it back down, and it gives you a fortune. It's a magic 8 cube, essentially. And then here, of course, we've got the iconic useless machine, as featured on the Colbert Report. And, I mean, anyone who's ever visited the lab has seen this before. It's one of our favorite toys. This device here was actually devised by one of my coworkers, Eric Chu, and it rolls into a headwind. If we had a big fan going here, it would drive this propeller, which would drive the rear wheels. this is our do-it-yourself blood pressure monitor. And then, actually, this project is hanging from the Make-mobile right now. It's the, you may have seen it on Make Live yesterday. It's the flying wing or the flying towel, depending on who you ask. Over here, we have got a display of our website, makeprojects.com, where you can find a lot of really cool project ideas. And then here we've got the Spazzy robot. It's a dancing robot that detects beats in any sound that's playing nearby and headbangs. This is the notification alert generator, which has the delightful acronym NAG. It's designed to, well, remind you of things that you may have forgotten. You can't really hear it now. Hang on, yeah, you can't really. I just said something. You can't really hear it now, but right now it's saying it's recycle night. So according to this thing, every night's recycle night. But we could program it with some more useful messages if we were so inclined. Here we've got the sound-alike speakers. It's a little bit hard to see the glow right now because it's not dark and the speakers aren't turned up high enough. But basically we've got LEDs on the same circuit that's driving the speaker cones. So if you turn it up high enough, the LEDs start flashing in time with the music. So that's some pretty rockin' tunes there. We're using them right now with our bare bones amplifier, which can be put together. This was in one of the issues. And in fact, that's also what's driving the Spazzy, or that's the music that the Spazzy's listening to right now. Here we've got something I built. Oop. This is one of the little miniature projects from this overall project, the Pipe Dreams project, which is making furniture and things like that from PVC pipe. It turns out PVC pipe is a lot more versatile than most people give it credit for. So, for example, you can actually melt it. As you can see, this is a flower pot holder that was created by just cutting slots in a PVC pipe, boiling it in water, and then splaying it out like a banana. So this is just a lamp. Here we've got our Geiger counter, which I unfortunately cannot demonstrate because we forgot to bring our uranium. We do have a uranium sample back at the lab, I'm not kidding. But we forgot to bring it with us, so unfortunately I can't demonstrate it here. But it is a functional Geiger counter. This was originally devised in response to the nuclear plant failures in Japan, because a lot of people were worried about radiation in Japan and didn't really have a way to measure it or know how they were being exposed. So an affordable Geiger counter was needed. This rig here just has a couple of webcams and it takes 3D pictures. So you can see some of the results here. This actually, the reason why we put this in, this is very apropos because one of the special issue Schools Out edition, special edition magazines. I believe these are 50 different projects that were taken from the history of Make magazine that we redid, gave them a little makeover, and then shot them in amazing 3D vision. And you get a pair of free 3D glasses with every issue. So you won't believe your eyes until you see it. But it's a 3D magazine. It's a 3D magazine. Yes, as he just said. This is the solar pendulum. It's not working that well in here because it needs natural sunlight in order to work. But the idea is that it will keep swinging pretty much forever, just on sunlight alone. It's got a little coil here that and a permanent magnet here that powers the whole thing. These are marshmallow shooters. We didn't bring any ammo for them, but they're muzzle loaders. You put a marshmallow in here, and they go quite a ways if you've got a strong pair of lungs. This here is a air pressure rocket launcher. You just pump this up with an ordinary bicycle pump or with shop air if you're like us and crazy, and then fire it. And this is I believe, an irrigation actuator that releases the air from this reservoir here into the barrel and launches the rocket. All of these, by the way, are from the magazine. This here is the geared candle holder. It's a little tricky to get the candles to stick, but once it does, you can move them up and down to adjust the light to your liking. This is a tiny wanderer. It's a robot that's designed not to go off tables, although it occasionally does anyway. But it's pretty nifty. It can actually last, like, we've actually had it going like 20 minutes before I fell off. So that's pretty impressive, actually. And finally, we've got a couple sample issues. This is the most recent issue. This is where, as you can see, this is the flying wing that I showed you earlier. And let's see, where's the? Well, I don't want to find it now, but you can see it's also got the PVC pipe dreams project in here. It's got the Magic 8 box fortune teller that I showed you earlier. So I mean, this is another project I worked on, which was capturing and replaying infrared remote control signals with an Arduino. So there's a lot of stuff that's on display here that's actually in this magazine. It's the real deal. These are the things that were photographed, and those photographs went in the magazine. So you can see it in person. Ask for an autograph. You probably won't get one, but because they can't write. But you know, you could always ask. We're at a table.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm one of the Make interns. I test build the projects, and today we're going to talk about the fire truck. So this is the Make Fire truck. It's a old Mercedes mid-70s fire truck that we got a few years back. This is the first time in a long time that's actually been at Maker Faire. It's a hose truck, so it's not one of the fire trucks that you have like the tank and stuff like that. It's just for transporting ladders and hoses. And what's cool about the fire truck is it's huge, and it carries everything, which is awesome. The fire truck has been a fun project to work on. And we've had to do a bunch of things, like the starter didn't work, so we had to pull that out and figure it out. What's unique about this truck, and it's probably with a lot of the older diesel and stuff, this is a 24-volt fire truck. It runs on 12, but it requires 24 to start, which was kind of interesting because we ran into an issue of this thing isn't starting, what's the issue? It turned out one of the batteries was, the post was bad, but we had no real way of telling until we could pull the thing apart. So to kind of give you an idea of how big this thing is, I'm only about 5.5 feet tall, so it's a pretty tall vehicle, and it's a lot of fun to ride in and drive around and take the event. So the downside is its top speed is like 60, 65 downhill, so it's not going to get you there very quickly anytime soon. And so thanks for checking with the fire truck, and have a great day. there were taking hard drives. That's
So are we live or not? Hi, welcome back. We are in the South Lot at Maker Faire, Bay Area. It's just too exciting and too cool for words. This is the Cycle Side Bike Rodeo. Cycle Side has been at Maker Faire, I think, since the very beginning, and they bring all kinds of carnival rides that are made out of bicycles. They've got this merry-go-round. They have another one that spins people around in circles. I think they have a bike that plays electric guitars. They have all kinds of great stuff. Oh, random awesome vehicle driving by. We are looking for cool exhibits. We're live on the internet.
Would you like to see some cool music?
Sure, yeah, let's go check it out. What's your name?
My name's Debbie Hindis. I'm from Cogswell College, and we have an interactive music exhibit.
Oh, fun. I can't wait to see it.
You'll hear it long before you see it.
Where's Cogswell College?
Sunnyvale, California.
Oh, Sunnyvale, cool. And is it a music college?
No, it's a small, fully accredited school that teaches bachelor's programs in arts and animation, digital music, engineering, entrepreneurship. Basically teaching creative people how to become effective and self-sufficient professionals.
Awesome. And you have a spot here in South Lot?
Yes, we do. Right over there.
Outside, right up.
Amazing show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so exciting. Is this your first year here?
Oh, no. It's our first year exhibiting.
Awesome.
But I've been an attendee for many years. So they put several of the music exhibits in one place.
Hi. Good, how are you? How's our audio, you guys? Thumbs up. What's your name?
My name is Justin Floyd.
And what have you got going on?
We're just playing some music. We're representing Cogswell College. We have a turntable set up here. A couple guys producing some music. Some fun toys to play with for the adults and kids to come by and talking to Mike and play with their voice.
Cool. She said it was an interactive music exhibit?
Right over here with the microphones. We have these running through basically a vocoder, so you talk into them and they alter your voice to you know, sound different.
Will you show us how it works?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm Brooklyn.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Chase.
Chase. Where should I put the mic while we're doing this? I don't know what to do with. Let's get our audio figured out over here. I'm checking in with the camera guys on our audio because I'm not exactly sure how to capture this so people can hear us. Put it in front of the speaker. All right, camera guy says we're going to put it in front of the speakers.
So, I don't know if you can hear the tones of my voice. Oh, that's fun.
What's this one do?
It makes you sound like a guy.
And that one makes you sound squeaky.
Yeah.
That is so weird. How does this voice distortion work?
It's all software-based. It's all just to the computer. And it just runs into a plugin, and then it takes it down, and it sounds like that, and it takes it up, and it sounds like this.
Rad. I really like it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Have fun. Nice to see you. Bye. So that's cool. That's Cogswell Technical College. There's all kinds of teachers and educators here who brought their stuff, show what their students are doing, or, you know, teach cool new things. This is the front porch right in front of us. The front porch is a front porch on wheels. They bake pies, and they have cookies, and they have bands performing. But what I really want to see in the South Lot are the death-defying figure 8 pedal car races. People have been building their own bicycles, not bicycles, but pedal carts. Here, let's talk to Head Unicorn.
Excuse me, I got a forklift coming through here.
Forklift coming through. What's going on?
We got the whiskey drum in action right now. We've been racing pedal cars all morning.
How's it been going?
I'm kicking ass, pretty much. Little Buddy. It's the fastest thing on 4 wheels.
I love Little Buddy. That's my favorite of the pedal cars that I've seen so far, but don't tell anyone that.
Okay, I won't.
I don't want to play favorites with the unicorns.
It's been hot over here all morning with loads of fun and action.
So will you walk us around what you've got going on out here? Just so everybody knows, this is the Fun Bike Unicorn Club. And you can see their sweet, sweet unicorns up here. And they're absolutely amazing pennant flags.
You should enter.
All right, let's
enter
go.
Through the unicorn arch.
Follow you. So this is the racetrack?
This is the racetrack. It's dormant right now. We're between races. We just had 4 exciting heats of racing, crashes, breaks, laps, upsets, everything.
How many competitors have you got?
Gosh, I think we've raced, I don't know, 15 plus, 20? People keep showing up with vehicles.
And how many bikes can race on the course at a time? Or carts, pardon me.
The most we've raced in a heat is 7.
That's a lot. That's a lot. 7 carts on a figure 8. That's some sweet, sweet math right there. All right, what else have we got?
Well, we got all of our Fun Bike Unicorn Club large bikes over here.
These are like your classic art bikes, right?
Well, no, these are, what do you mean classic?
Well, I feel like every year you guys come, you bring these gorgeous hand-built bikes. So when I say classic, I mean they're a classic example of, you ride them around, which town?
Our hometown of Santa Rosa, California.
Awesome.
And we really do. I mean, this is how we get to the pub. This is a great way to go out together. So we got the unnamed amphibious vehicle right here, which built by Chad Barraclough. I would say that it's the most comfortable Barraclough vehicle to drive. And it's got that sweet seat up front. Throw some princesses in there and get down.
Is it actually amphibious?
It is actually amphibious.
Do you take it to like Spring Lake?
We take it to Burning Man. No, that's not true.
I'm like the Playa water. I'm not.
That was a unicorn joke.
Ah, I see.
And then we got the Then Again Bomber, also known as the Then Again Bomber, also known as a Model T-Sickle. This has been a few years old now. Whiskey Drunk Cycles built this, and it does bomb. We beat this thing. We were at a festival last summer, and we didn't even realize that the bomber was gone, but a group of skateboarders had stolen it.
Oh,
no joke, true story.
Get off my lawn!
We get a call from one of our buddies. Dude, I just saw the bomber. It was loaded full of skaters, and they're hopping curbs on it. And we went. Then we thought about it for a minute, and actually we realized that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the bomber came back home just fine.
I mean, what were they going to do with it?
Well, I mean, there would be the worry that they could break it, but it's Bomber.
And if you built it, you could just fix it, right?
Exactly.
I'm really feeling the pinstripes on it and the white walls. Sexy.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a classy ride. We'll take you for a ride in the trailer sometime if you like as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
And then the ODD. Now this is Todd's tricycle.
You down with ODD?
Yeah, you know me. Right. This is based on some other thing he saw in a book a long time ago. And it is a tandem. Maybe you and your man want to take that out for a ride later.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty great.
Yeah. So, oh look! It's Todd Barriclough now! The builder. Look everybody, it's Todd Barriclough!
That's great. So what's that?
That's the 2 penny. It's a 2 penny farthing bicycle. Where are you going?
Back to the parking spot. All right.
To the parking spot?
Hello.
We're going to just put the 2 penny away because it's been out for a little ride. And we got to get back in the pit area and get our pedal cars ready for the next race. I can't talk and steer at the same time. I don't want to crush Joshua. The most asked question about this bike is how do you get up there? And of course there's steps on the back. Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's very good.
Okay, here, you hoist her up, I'll hold the mic. We'll introduce, just right here so the camera can get us all in one shot. So, this is Juna.
Hi.
Juna's our young maker correspondent. And you're Todd, you're her dad.
That's true.
So we got the facts right?
It's true.
So, Todd's one of the founding members of the Fun Bike Unicorn Club, Whiskey Drunk Cycles. What else you got?
I'm just an auxiliary member of Whiskey Drunk Cycle.
Ah, okay.
But I'm probably one of the only one-man teams in our organization. Fun Bike Unicorn Club is the umbrella organization for multiple bike clubs from Santa Rosa.
Okay.
We needed one name to operate underneath, and that's what a bunch of beer-drinking, tattooed guys came up with.
It's a great name. So,
I just tell people that now my daughters are interested in what I do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Courting the young girl vote with the unicorn thing. I like it. So what we've got going on is we're doing live streaming right now. Anybody who's watching can send us tweets. Use the hashtag Maker Faire. And you can share the link that this is all, we've got a bunch of different channels and you can watch all of them, and it's makerfaire.com/live. What I'm thinking is, with your permission, I would like to take the youth correspondent, sort of tag along with us, hand her the mic every once in a while, have her answer interesting questions while I check Twitter and,
That's great.
other kinds of business. So,
You might have to feed her.
do you eat slugs?
No.
All right, well, we'll figure something out. What's happening behind us?
The Whiskey Drum, we've got 3 guys in there now. Looks like it might be 4 coming up. A 26-foot diameter board track based on Keith's bicycle track from 1901.
It looks cool, but it looks a little foolhardy.
I think we've only had 1 broken arm so far.
That's the only injury?
No.
That's
the only one requiring
That's the only-
a doctor.
Top.
over the top?
Went over the top, and actually, then that was like not really bad. He just got a little gash. And then the same day, one guy face planted into the cement, and now that's why they have a carpet.
Face planting into carpet seems a little bit better than face planting into cement.
Yeah.
So how do you, it's kind of like you're riding Bird or something?
You have to get in there, and you have to get up on the edge and not stop pedaling. We've got multiple.
The Barker is totally giving you a shout out right now. So does that mean crowds of people are just gonna like mob you for your interview as a bike builder?
I'll be ready if that happens.
One of the things I really like about Maker Faire is that people who build stuff are the celebrities here.
It's the first time for me to have that happen was here. I mean, being a fine artist, it's hard to get people to come out and see your stuff.
And you are a mighty fine artist. You're mighty fine.
I can't get anyone to look at my ceramics anymore, let's just say that.
Oh, I love your ceramics. Todd does these like really cool, intricate, like tile carvings, right?
Graffito, yeah.
Graffito. All right, I'm looking at this. There's a guy behind us who's wearing some stickers on his shirt. I'm gonna go put our URL sticker on him. I'm gonna chase him down. Will you narrate while I go talk to him?
Are we following Brooklyn? Oh, she's gone to see the robots that want to hurt each other. I think they've also got some appliances inside that they're able to destroy instead of each other. These are like little motorized hedgehogs.
Oh, this is the systematic annihilation of machines? Is that what's going on here, I think, maybe?
It is.
Yeah. So, thank you for being a walking billboard for us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So, they're just breaking stuff?
They are. And they look like they would break you or I if we were in there.
Oh my god, I like that little tank guy. I don't even know what to say about it. Like,
yeah, it's kind of doesn't need much narration, does it?
Yeah, it either needs a lot or none. But it definitely, like, where do you think people get ideas like this? Like, you got your idea. I know that a lot of the stuff that you guys do is inspired by things that you've seen or bikes and projects of yesteryear. But where do you think people get ideas like this?
Well, I mean, this reminds me an awful lot of Survival Research Laboratories. So I don't know if these guys are any way related, but that's where I would say I've seen things most similar.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some SRL stuff that looked like it was just all about wrecking things.
Yeah. They almost burned my wife's hair off with the flamethrower at the SF MoMA ground opening. Ground breaking, that's what it was. She was on my shoulders, and they aimed the flamethrower at us, and she ducked as the flames went over us. It was quite frightening.
And awesome.
Well, I don't think they've killed anyone in America. But I think they've actually...
We love you, SRL! SRL forever!
I think there's been some deaths in Europe.
You're starting wild rumors. Wild speculation here. Okay, we've got little buddy, Josh, in the Whiskey Drome. Let's check that out.
Did we lose our youth correspondent?
Nope,
already?
she's on the stairs. She's got a vantage point. Ow! We're just playing. Can you grab the mic?
Oh yeah, we got a microphone from Make.
Okay.
Make's on the mic.
Make is on the mic. I'm not even quite sure what I'm talking about. It's not a camera. They can't see you. You got questions for me, Brooklyn? So here we are riding around the Whiskey Drome, going brisk 13 miles an hour, riding no-handed. Dimitri, DJ Domo, local DJ favorite, has just stepped in. I got Slow Larry breathing up my ass on his girl's bike. Jesus, he's going to make me crash. I'm riding no-handed. Larry's back there grinning. We got a little Timmy! Hey, I got a microphone, you guys. Watch out.
Jesus. This is serious. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's Larry. Oh, now they're all passing me on the underside. Crazy. So, we are Whiskey Drunk Cycles, and this is the Whiskey Drome! Unicorn!
Wow, I can't believe we just did that. Passing it off, we didn't even drop the mic. So, these guys just do this all the time. If you're at Maker Faire and you're watching this feed right now from somewhere else, now you know what's happening in the South Lot. And if you're at home watching this and you're wondering what Maker Faire even is, you got a little taste. Unicorns on bicycles, passing on the inside. All right, let's head out. Let's go find the Viper. The Viper. I wonder, should I get our youth correspondent and have her tag along with us all day? I'm gonna let her ride it out right here for a while, but we'll come get her later. Hi, how's it going? Good, you're live on the internet.
Hi, this is so much fun. It's very exciting. And
have you been to Maker Faire before?
No, I haven't. It's a little overwhelming, I have to admit. There's a lot to see.
What have you seen so far?
Well, we saw a guy whose hair was electrified, like out to here, and sort of automatically we went and tried to touch him, and he turned around and touched us, or reached for us, and got about that far away, and the arc just... and it hurt.
Oh, it hurt? Oh, no.
Finger's still a little sore, so we're kind of trying to make sure that we don't get hurt.
Yeah, don't touch people who are being electrocuted would be rule number one there.
It's kind of like this automatic, like, oh, great, I want to, like, touch you, because that's when the balloons, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Not when they actually have
that much, yeah. I think they got a lot of electricity. Those guys are playing around with 1,000,000 volts. But are you all right now? Do you guys know what to do if you end up getting hurt at Maker Faire?
No.
So we are all about safety, right? Like you're wearing your safety waiver, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So because we don't want anybody to get hurt, but we do know that sometimes you want to touch the guy who's being electrocuted, we have Rock Med doctors. They're up north, right above the Midway. Sort of at the top of the fairgrounds, and they are just amazing, well-qualified doctors here to handle all your first aid needs. I think you're probably fine, but just so everybody watching knows.
So shocking.
So shocking. Oh, man.
Like in the first few minutes, it was like, oh, whoops.
Sounds like fun, though. I hope you have a good time out here in the South Lot, and we'll see you again. Bye, unicorns! Yeah, we'll definitely be back for the pedal car. I'm sorry, let me see if I can say this right. Death-defying pedal car figure 8 races. Oh my gosh, I love the front porch. So we're going to go back out the way we came, and we're going to head over to the Viper. I don't think I ever finished talking about the Viper. I got distracted by something awesome. But the Viper is a fighter jet flight simulator built by a group of really cool teenage boys. These kids did absolutely everything to handcraft a fully functioning fighter jet simulator. It started with a chopped up Piper fuselage. Then they added surround sound, like surround flat screens, and they built their own gaming interface. They wrote it from scratch, and it flies you through everything. Hey, how's it going? You're live on the internet.
I'm on the internet.
What's the coolest thing you've seen at Maker Faire?
I don't know, but I know I won a Lego set.
Yeah, Legos are awesome.
Because I built, he said build a space center, and I built the space center, and he said mine was the coolest.
Awesome. And you're just cruising around on your bike?
Yeah.
You grab them from someplace? Like everybody around us seems to kind of be rolling around on bikes.
Yeah, you grab them over here.
Cool, and they just let you pedal around?
Yeah. Wait, Adrian! I'm on the internet.
And so what else have you built since you got here?
That's about like it. I just been looking around and stuff, but I'm riding this bike now.
So on the other side of everything, like if you walk straight that way, there's a space where you can learn how to solder. Do you know how to solder?
What's a solder? I don't know what that is.
So you know how like a lot of the stuff here at Maker Faire's got like flashing, blinking lights on it?
Oh yeah.
So they actually teach you how to make the circuit, and you can put it on a robot, and you learn how to like melt the basically it's metal and make the circuit and get the light flashing.
That's cool.
So I highly recommend you go check that out if you can pull yourself away from the bike.
Thank you.
See you later. Thanks for saying what's up. Hey, how's it going? I love your chair. You want to tell us about it?
Well, it's just a normal wheelchair, but like, I don't know that much about it. I'm just here having fun.
Oh, you're just playing with it?
Yeah.
I love that it's wooden. I've never seen a wooden one before.
Yeah.
Can you do any tricks?
None that I want to try on a wooden one.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I've done like that on staying on one wheel.
Do that one
crazy.
Again. I love it. Cool. Have a great day. Have fun, okay? Bye. Oh my God. All the kids are having so much fun. It's really cool that they just let them sort of play with stuff. The thing about Maker Faire is that it's just completely interactive. People bring their stuff here in hopes of just letting children ride off on their bikes. And if you are into the Whiskey Drome, they'll let you hop on a BMX and get in that thing. Or if you have a table full of Legos, you're allowed to build a space station. It's all about people who make stuff, letting everyone share in the joy of their projects, teaching them new skills, giving everybody a new experience. Hey, how's it going?
Brooklyn, right?
Free motion embroidery?
No.
Oh, what?
I'm Alan, Rory, almost scientific, applied kinetic art.
Oh, yeah, the AKA. Sorry.
No, that's all right. You know, a million people here.
So what's AKA got going on this weekend?
Well, we've got our usual crew of amazing kinetic artists. I don't have anything this year, but we've got some work by Jeremy Mayer.
Yeah, that's his name.
You know,
the typewriter guy?
Yeah. I'm just not sure if he brought anything.
People will be bummed if they can't see the typewriter stuff.
I think there might be one thing. I know Nemo Gould has one thing. Ben Cowden has a bunch of stuff. We have some new people. Christopher Palmer has some stuff. Mark Galt.
Is that CTP?
Yeah, CTP, world famous CTP.
Huh.
Yeah, and we're right over where we normally are in that same corner, right by Ira Sherman. Have you seen Ira Sherman sing?
No.
Amazing.
What is it?
He does these kinetic sculptures, these body-centric kinetic sculptures. So he's got these large things. There's these beautiful stainless steel harnesses that people can clip into. And then he's got these little moisture sensors up by people's mouths. So you could float around and you can interact with each other, but as soon as your mouths get close and it detects moisture, these little pulse jets go off. They're like not proper pulse jets. They're air jets, and they push you out of the way, so you can get really close to people, but not that close.
Oh, it's like a personal space sort of art project thing.
Yeah. His stuff is all about personal space, and I don't think they're letting people use it because you got to strap into it and everything. But the quality of the work is phenomenal. It's definitely one of the I haven't seen everything, but it's definitely one of the coolest things I've seen so far.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, no
really
problem.
appreciate it. Well, I hope you have a good time.
Oh, I'm sure I will. This is my first year as a kind of participant.
Well, as a spectator, right?
As a spectator. Oh yeah. As just a spectator, right?
Awesome.
So I'm excited to just walk around and see my friends and everything.
Well, if you see us around, we're on the hunt for good stuff.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing is, just because I'm going to be a shill, that's a sticker. But this is broadcasting on makerfaire.com/live. You can send us tweets, use the hashtag Maker Faire.
Oh, awesome.
And everyone can sort of pick like which camera they want to look at and what they want to see.
Oh, awesome.
So
cool.
you can like check it out on your phone and go like, oh, where's Brooklyn in the camera? And then come find us.
Yeah, the iPhone app this year was really handy. Like I don't normally use those things, but I was like, I went through and I tagged all the talks I wanted to go see and I put it on my calendar. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for the plug with that too. I've got it in my thing. Like I have all the makers I want to see.
Yeah, no, it's definitely because there's so much stuff going on. And you can be like, oh, I forgot about that talk, but if it's on your calendar and sends you a reminder 15 minutes beforehand, you can be like, oh, all right, I'm gonna head over to the innovation stage and check that out.
The cool thing that I saw with it yesterday that I didn't know it was capable of doing, but like I was talking to Barry, who's a 3D camera guy, and there was a button where it was like exchange info. And I hit it, and it brought up an email that was addressed to him.
Oh.
And all I had to do was, like, mash my hands on it, and it sent him an email.
That's cool. I'll have to try that.
Definitely cool.
And my shameless plug is I am doing a panel discussion on Sunday.
Oh, what is it going to be about?
We're master makers, and it's me and John Serragati and Julian and Toast from Because We Can. And it's just kind of an open ask the master makers questions.
John Serragati, if you guys were watching last night, he had the psychedelic rainbow snake car.
Oh, yeah, his new snake cars are awesome. And Because We Can, of course, does awesome, amazing CNC work. And, and me. And so we'll be up there answering people's questions about whatever it is they want to ask us about making stuff.
Do you know what stage that's going to be on?
It's on the innovation stage at 4 p.m.
Okay, so we will be streaming the innovation stage tomorrow. You go to makerfaire.com/live. And there's different tabs on top of the frame, and you can pick Innovation Stage, and they can watch your talk.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe they can ask questions online through Twitter or something.
Yeah, if you come up with a hashtag.
Yeah,
I would say,
Makers.
Yeah, I'd say hashtag Master Makers.
Yep.
And then check that out.
Yeah.
Search for it and see if people have anything to
All right.
drop on you.
You're going to have a busy week. You're going to have a sore throat by the end of this, talking the whole time, huh?
Yeah, I've been trying to pass the mic off. You're actually lucky I didn't just hand you the microphone and walk away. That's been my
Here's the mic, go!
trick. Yeah, exactly. You're on. Good luck.
You should do that. That would be fun. You should just grab people and be like, "You're in charge now."
Yesterday I saw Lenore from Evil Mad Scientist Labs in line at Paella, and I was like, "Hey, will you do me a favor?" And she goes, "Sure." I'm like, "Will you interview your neighbor?" And I did. I just walked away.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
It went well. Because there's just too much social pressure to, like, let it go.
Well, you should definitely go by the AKA booth. I know there's going to be great stuff there, and they're happy to talk to you for hours. And you should get them to interview each other.
That sounds like a good break for me to go, like, eat some fair food. Great idea. I'll tell them you sent me.
All right. I'll see you later, Brooklyn.
Bye, peace. All right. So through all of that, we made it to the Viper. And it looks like they are going to be giving us a demo right now. As I said before, this is the fighter jet flight simulator. It looks like they're letting people hop in the cockpit, but they're not letting them actually fly around and go upside down. But believe me, it goes upside down. It does full 360 barrel rolls, and it goes end over end. So what's the most, I mean, the fact that it, like, you know, has a 720 degree axis is pretty amazing. But what's even more amazing is the families and kids that have been involved creating the project. I'm actually going to see if I could get a moment with the mentor. Do you have a second, Tony? This is Tony DeRose, and he's the mentor, one of the parent mentors that's been working on the project. Will you give our viewers sort of a brief overview?
Sure. This is a motion-controlled flight simulator. It's based on the TV series Battlestar Galactica. So we call it the Viper, after one of the craft in the show. It's capable of 360-degree rotation on 2 axes, both pitch and roll. We'll demonstrate that in a moment. We have a member of the public in right now that's playing the game in the non-motion version. But it's been built by a team of 5 teenagers and 4 or 5 parents that have been helping in as mentors. We've been working on it about 8 months, meet every weekend. We're exhausted, but it works, and we're just thrilled.
Yeah, it's really cool. Since the Make audience that's watching right now is really tech savvy, do you want to talk about some of the more heady electronic stuff that's going on in it?
Oh, sure. I can geek out about this forever. So there are 12 computers that are networked together to drive everything. There are a total of 5 Arduinos, a couple of speed controllers. It's all custom electronics. We have over 100 LEDs that are individually addressable, about 36 buttons, 2 1-horsepower motors that are being driven through a servo loop, 2 shaft encoders, optical shaft encoders, an operator console that looks like a piece of art, I think, that provides both automatic and manual overrides. There's a key switch. There's safety features. There's an e-stop in the cabin. There's an e-stop on the ground. There's an escape hatch. There's a 6-point harness and a racing seat. So it's pretty safe.
We visited the house where this was being built, and you guys were talking about some of the ways that the servos measure where the plane is. You want to talk about them?
Sure. So what we're using are called shaft encoders, and what they do is you can fasten them to a shaft, and then as the shaft rotates, you get a certain number of pulses that can be detected by, in our case, an Arduino. So by counting the pulses, you can tell how far the craft is rotated in one direction or another. So we have a servo loop, which is a little piece of software that measures those ticks, keeps track of the orientation, understands from the flight graphics where it wants the motion platform to be, and then it runs the motors either in forward or reverse direction to match the desired orientation with the measured orientation.
Awesome. And with help from you, the kids wrote all this software themselves, right?
Yeah, all the show software that runs in the cabin, the kids wrote. I had to jump in at the end and write some of the servo loops because we were kind of short on software cycles. So they focused on the cabin, and I finished up the servo loops. But
so awesome.
Thank you.
So will you drop everybody's names for the camera just to give everyone a shout out?
Certainly. So the teams are John Boyer, Sam Frank, Sam DeRose, Joseph DeRose, and Alex Jacobson. And then the mentors are myself, David Jacobson, Jessica Cole, Paul Novak, and Mark Boyer. And so you guys made this happen in part with a really cool website that's got a lot of video on it, but also Kickstarter. Do you want to drop the URL? Yeah, the project website is the-viper.org, and there are links to everything else. We've got design documents, we've got weekly video updates, we've got a big image gallery. There's a link to the Kickstarter page. Joseph is the one who is interested in filmmaking. He produced the Kickstarter video, ended up raising $12,000, so we were very excited about that. Awesome, and is that still open for funding? We're closed for funding right now. We need to tally up all the bills. We'll see how much of a gap there is, and we may have to open up a second round of funding. Well, I think it's just epic that the community has been supporting you guys in putting this project together. We were blown away. We reached our initial target of $2,500 in about 24 hours. We got great response, so we thought it was a good story, and we're just happy that a lot of the other people think it's a good story too. So cool. So maybe, Sam, are you going to hop in? Would you do a demo for us? All right. Will you narrate while they do the demo? Do you mind? Okay. You need to take care of anything first? Okay.
No, not at all. How about this? I'm just going to leave you with the microphone. It's live video. Don't worry about it. If you don't want to talk anymore, you just pass it back to me. Tell people what you got going on.
Have you already introduced it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gave us a little bit of info on the technical stuff. Maybe just talk about what it's been like in your life, like doing this, you know?
Okay.
Like,
there we go.
so hold the mic like that. And one of the things that, you know, I would love to hear from you about is you're in school, you're doing SATs, you're trying to graduate, you play sports, like you have a life, and then you decided to do this. So all that kind of stuff, maybe balancing it all, and why you like to make things.
Yeah, so this is kind of a time-consuming project. Luckily, I'm a senior this year, and so my workload wasn't nearly as much. The other 3 kids are all juniors this year, and that's kind of more difficult. They've got to take those, SAT tests and that kind of thing. Also have to keep their grades up for colleges. So they weren't able to spend quite as much time. But yeah, it's been really fun for me. It's in my garage too, so I can just kind of wander out there whenever I want and work on stuff. Also, I've actually been off school for the past 2.5 weeks, so 24/7 the past 2.5 weeks I've been in the garage basically the whole time.
What are the kinds of things you've done in the last 2 weeks?
I've painted the entire thing, done all the logos and the theming and the stenciling. Also, a lot of the cockpit kind of show experience, having all the music, the lights, all the buttons, functional, that also came together pretty recently. Just hammering all that out and any last details. Yeah.
Do your friends think you're crazy?
They did until they came over about a week ago and saw it and were like, oh, okay, so this is what you've been blowing us off for the past 8 months for. No, it's fine, yeah.
And so I would say that most teenagers would rather blow off science projects for their friends. What do you think it is about you and the guys you've been working with that makes you passionate about this kind of stuff?
For us, for me anyway, it's really about the act of making it. It's not really about the final goal or, having people see it and being, oh, that's so cool. That obviously really helps and stuff. But that's not the reason I do it. Yeah, so I've said that the fair gives us an excuse to build a project, and the project gives us an excuse to make all the little individual pieces that come together and create the project. That's kind of how I like saying it, because that's how I think about it.
So what have you done at the Oh, it looks like maybe they're ready to go. Will you talk about like what it takes to get somebody in there and get geared up?
Okay. So we've got a Recaro racing seat bolted in there and a 6-point racing harness. So that's my brother right now in there, and he's all strapped in. He's got the themed motorcycle helmet on. He's got a thruster and a joystick control, and he can fly around with that. And yeah, it looks like they just unbraced the fuselage. So in a minute or two, it should start up and fly. Yeah.
What switches did you just hit?
What switches did you hit, Joe? I don't know. Those are the engine selector switches. Anyone who's familiar with Battlestar Galactica knows that the Viper has 3 engines. So we have 3 different selector switches up there, and you prime the engines with each switch and then hit the red fire button, and that starts up the engine and a cool sound effect plays. And yeah.
And so the joysticks, do they control where he goes? Like they're actually moving the plane right now?
There's one step in the middle. The joysticks control the virtual plane in the simulator game that's running on the PC inside there. And then from that game, we're grabbing orientation data and using that to kind of control the platform, yeah.
So awesome.
Right now, I think they're just spinning him under manual control.
It's
but yeah.
so ridiculously cool.
It's pretty fun to watch, yeah.
So when you say game, what do you mean game? You say it's a game, but is this there's a video game in there?
Yeah, there's an onboard PC that's just running windows, and there are 3 computer monitors underneath this black cloth, and they are displaying the virtual worlds, basically. So you get inside and you see a runway, and you accelerate down the runway, and you take off, and you see the kind of the horizon go down, and you see the plane lift up, and then you also feel that happening because the whole thing pitches back. So obviously right now it's not all covered up, but once you put the door on and once you get all the lights sealed off, it really feels like you're inside of a plane flying around.
And want to talk about the graphics and the music and all that stuff?
Yeah, so actually Joe, who's in the cockpit right now, he made all of the video loops, all of the sound loops. He also made all of the promotional videos and everything people have seen online. Yeah, he's done all that. So when you push buttons, cool noises happen. He recorded a lot of those from the actual TV show too, so that's pretty cool. A little Dratus radar loop plays on the central iPad, and a couple of diagnostic screens. He made all those, so yeah.
It's really awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for showing it off. Have you been getting a lot of like positive feedback from people?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how many people have like seen this online. I didn't really think we had any followers, but I guess we do.
You guys totally went viral. Cool. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And we'll catch up with you later, I'm sure. We'll walk back by. Bye guys, thank you. All right, here's what we're going to do now. It's lunchtime, and we really need to get some food. We're going to head over to our show office and grab a bite real quick. Maybe we'll set our camera up in front of the Brawley flock and see if we can find somebody who will take the mic.
to put their piece up that they worked on for so hard. There's so many wide varieties of humans who come into this place with their creations and their imaginations, and you know, that's kind of like really, you know, we talk about the spirit and the ethos of what Maker Faire is, and you know, a lot of it just has to do with the ability to just let it be, let it whatever it is, come on in, show it off. And you know, it's a great platform. It's a great petri dish for a lot of people as well, because people who might not have been a maker or had a little inspiration to be a maker. See that guy's little, he's clearly a flying maker. He's an angel maker. You know, it inspires so many people here. We now have, because we've been doing it for so long, we have people who are showing up and saying, oh, I came here 3 years ago and I was so inspired. Now I've been working on this thing, and so they're coming full circle back around with their project, and that's really inspiring. You know, we have a kid inside who's 16 years old who now is one of our younger makers who has his whole setup. He's built Tesla coils, he's built Arduino boards, he's made keyboards do weird things. He's deconstructed and reconstructed all sorts of stuff, and that to me is actually some of the most inspiring things that actually happen. I actually have to go soon. I go and talk on another stage here in a moment, and Lies. My name's Tyler Hansen, by the way, if there's anybody out there who cares. Oh yeah, we just swapped cameraman. Behind the scenes, you don't even know what happened. There's now a cameraman who is very happily eating food. Hey, you did a great job. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. No, oh, you just ducked the scene. It's unbelievable. So, other stories that have happened here. Well, I'm pretty sure there's like, you know, inspiration. A little brain is inspired by something because they've never seen it before, or they see something that is just amazing, that triggers something inside their heads, and then off they go home afterwards to attempt to create something. And that's to me is definitely one of my favorite things that I've seen here at Maker Faire, the way that it's all come full circle and come around. When the actual story comes back that they had come here, they didn't know what they were doing here, they had no idea that this existed, they went home and they became a maker, a hacker, a creator, a doer, you know. That to me is definitely some of the most inspiring. I don't know if you guys know this either, but it takes literally tens of thousands of hours to make this whole thing go. We work on it for months. There's a really solidly dedicated crew who spends so much time trying to put all the pieces together and organize all the stuff and get all the makers on board and get everybody to come here. There's 800 of them, and I think there's around 6,000 or 7,000 individuals. 800 exhibits that are here. There's 800 exhibits and 7,500 actual makers. Each one of them is a unique snowflake and has their own individual, you know, personal project. And we try and accommodate all shapes and sizes. And you know, for the most part, it's really easy because everybody's coming here to play, you know. But it takes so much effort and so much time. And then at the end of the day, it's crazy because we're only doing the show. The actual run of show this weekend is 10 hours today and 7 hours tomorrow. You know, so we're only turning this whole thing on for 17 hours, which a lot of people would say that's insane, and they're right. What we're doing here is totally insane. Nobody has done this before. There wasn't a handbook. There wasn't anything to reference. There was only a lot of motivation, and we just had to start on our own. This guy now is explaining exactly how this works. So he's describing how the bicycle wheel is really big and really thick, and how when you pedal, it's actually creating electricity because the coils that are wrapped around the tire are spinning. So it's like a mini generator. This guy's great, man. He's been here for years now, doing the deeds. So I pedal harder is what he's saying. There's actually a LED trigger pad that shows how fast everybody's pedaling, and they got to get it up to a certain frequency. I love the pedal powered stage. It's great example. Participatory music. It's one of the best. You might not be able to drum, but you sure the hell can pedal. So I know that there's a lot of stuff. There's people taking pictures of me. How does that work? I'm not on the phone. I'm just posing. I have to go and host my other stage. If you like lightning and Tesla coils, not testicles, then you might want to look up architect.com. They're inside our Fiesta Hall, which is our dark room, which has all sorts of creative inspiration based on LED or film or spinny wheels. We have 360-degree cameras. Pretty cool. Panoramic time lapses. Yeah. Stuff. As you can see, though, clearly there are a lot of people, and they're doing a lot of stuff. I hope you, too, can make it out here one year. Hopefully the internet stays on. Has anybody seen the internet? I'm still looking for the internet. So if anybody can tweet that into us, if they know where it is, actually. Some people say Virginia. I don't know. But I'm going to let it roll. This will be some like background audio camera for you. I'm sure my ramble was entertaining to, what, 4 people? Thank you for listening. I hope that you care. And maybe one day you make it out here, or we'll see you in New York in September. Okay. I love you all. You've done great. It's really inspiring. See the camera there? That's you.
Hey guys, did you miss me? Thank you. My pleasure. That was awesome, Pirate. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go to Fiesta Hall. Fiesta Hall is the room that we have blacked out. It's just got tar paper over all the windows so that all the cool lights and LEDs and everything will glow and have an especially awesome impact. Want to come say hi? Come say hi. Yeah, come say hi. Hi. Hold the mic and talk to people about photography while I finish this tweet.
Hi, this is Greg. I do photography for Make Magazine, and my feet are killing me, but I am one happy son of a gun. This is probably the biggest collection of eye candy that I have the opportunity to shoot ever. It's like the whole world of beautiful just comes to one spot. I had a spicy lunch and lines up in front of my lens. Yeah. So we've got everything from the fire, like you see in the background, happy kids who are taking things apart for the first time. I could go on and on. You guys have already been seeing a lot of it, I'm sure. But it's like Christmas for photographers. I don't have much else to say about that.
Where can people go to find your pictures?
Oh, well, I'm going to be blogging some of them or putting them up on our Flickr feed, and then we'll probably be slipping them into the magazine in times to come. All the editors of Make Magazine are here and our associated Make venues, and so I'll providing photography for them to add to their posts and articles coming up.
Awesome. My tweet sent.
Great.
I sent a tweet telling you guys to watch us and use the hashtag Maker Faire. I think that what I want to do, maybe to encourage some interactivity, is like drop some prizes on people, like do a giveaway, right? Like, what would we want people to tweet at us in order to win a Maker Faire hoodie? Like Maker Faire hoodie. I could have started with notebooks and bandanas, but I'm going to go big. I'm going to say Maker Faire hoodie. Oh, I got an idea. How about you guys guess how many robots are here at the fair?
Do we know that number? Oh.
We do. We know exactly how many robots there are here at the fair. But even if your guess is wrong, the first 5 people who send me a tweet that says, "Hi, I think there are X number of robots at the fair."
What about having people who know somebody who's here, somebody who's tuning in from home to see what's happening with a family member or a friend who's come to Maker Faire? Tell us who they're looking for. And maybe if we can find them.
I would love that. I would love that. I think that probably a lot of people are tuning in looking to see if they can spot their favorite maker.
I know I did. When you guys were in South by Southwest, I was tuning in to not just see what you were doing and say hi to you, but I wanted to look for folks I knew that were there.
Yeah, one of the guys that you work with in the office, actually, Michael Silva, his wife was watching the Hardware Innovation Workshop while we were streaming, and like she watched the whole thing just so she could like play Where's Waldo with Michael. So, all right, so that's 2 Twitter homework assignments. The first 5 people who send us a guess as to how many robots they think are at the fair get a Maker Faire hoodie. I will get your contact information tonight and make sure it gets in the mail to you. And then for everybody watching, you should tell us who you want us to go see. Give us the name of a maker that you want us to find, and I'll give them a shout out. We'll do a live interview.
Sounds great.
Thanks, Craig. All right, let's go get in Fiesta. Oh. It's Maker Faire. Use the hashtag Maker Faire. So the # and then the words, no spaces. Yeah, just Maker Faire. Yes, please, pirate. Please send us tweets. Here, will you tell the audience again? What was that?
I'm loading Twitter as we speak, so I get. Wait, no, then they'll go get a free hoodie.
Well, there's 5 hoodies, so you better hurry.
All right, most of you be very slow. 4 of you, okay, you be quick.
Thanks, pirate. We'll see you soon. Oh, hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, Brooklyn?
We were gonna go in Fiesta Hall,
Yeah.
but then I saw you.
But then you saw me, and there you go. What's up?
What you got going on?
I'm currently the technical director over at the GE Garages. We're here with a portable garage that's made up of 4 shipping containers that fold out and have some of the latest in innovation and technology.
Cool, and we hung out in Austin and got to see what you guys had going on.
Yeah, so this time's a little bit different. We don't have welding on this time, but we have...
Fair enough.
We have Quirky over there with an on-the-fly design team, and they're currently working on reworking and redesigning a, what do you call that? A milk jug that measures pH as opposed to the dates, which is really nice. As well as we're making some little Instructables robots that have a little fortune inside that show you where you can go and turn them into LED Instructable robots. We've got a whole lot of really great workshops. A cargo bike workshop. We've got robot making workshops. GE's just really trying to get back into getting in touch with the innovators and inventors of the world, and trying to reignite the second industrial revolution.
And so while makers are probably here presenting their stuff that they made, you guys are all about catering to the spectator, right? The ticket holder?
We are definitely here to inspire the spectator to be more involved in manufacturing in the United States, and just making, to be really honest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're going to go tour through Fiesta Hall, but I think it actually works perfect for when we come back out to come visit you and maybe make something.
Come visit me. I always love people being around.
Are you guys doing the iPhone cases still?
We are not doing iPhone cases this time. We wanted to make something a little more family friendly, so we're making these little bouncy robots.
I want a bouncy robot.
We can do that. It's good to see you.
Okay, I'll see you soon. All right, let's go check out Fiesta Hall. Walking around and going from like spot to spot and finding someone like completely random and chatting with them has just been like, you know, really, really fun. But you can see how it's kind of hard to get from one place to another. I'm going to ask the camera guy, did we lose our grip? He's going to follow us. All right, here we go. Fiesta Hall. So Fiesta Hall is completely dark. It's blacked out. It's got the Architect stage with the Tesla coils. Architect, you're probably familiar, but they have 1,000,000-volt Tesla coils. It's our friend from TechShop. How are you, Jim? Nice to see you. You're the founder of TechShop, is that correct?
That's right.
How cool is that when you wander through Maker Faire and you just like, oh, hey, it's the founder of TechShop?
I don't know what it's like.
I remember, well, yeah, you don't run into mirrors. You're not bumping into mirrors. But I remember at the first Maker Faire, you were just getting the idea for TechShop, right?
We had right out there on the grass, we had just a card table and papers, and we were just asking people, you know, got this idea. If I build this, is this something that you would want to have in your life?
And then how many Maker Faire, or how many tech shops are there now?
There's 5 that are open right now.
Will you tell everybody where they are?
Yeah, sure. San Francisco, Menlo Park, San Jose. Those are all Bay Area. We have one in Durham, back in the Expo Hall. We're not in the show barn this year. We're in the Expo Hall to get better visibility. And we've got a bunch of our members making all kinds of crazy stuff over there. So people can come and see what it's like to be a TechShop member.
Awesome. Well, we'll go check them out when we're back in Expo, but we're going to go catch the Tesla coils now.
Okay.
Nice to see you. Thank you. We're live streaming. Makerfaire.com/live.
Okay, good. Take pictures.
No, thank you, everybody. This is bad luck. I saw my new show, Kiss My Chicken Coop. How about small children and chicken coop?
Awesome. So Tyler, who you just saw narrating for me while I was getting lunch, he's the MC of the Tesla coil stage. And so if you're watching this roaming camera right now and you would rather watch the Tesla stage, you can actually go to makerfaire.com/live. And there you can click on the Tesla stage where Fora TV is streaming this entire thing. So you can see what it looks like from in the crowd, but if you really want to check out the Tesla stage right now, and it looks like Arc Attack's about to get going, I would recommend going to makerfaire.com/live and selecting the Tesla stage from the tabs. We're going to cruise around and look at other stuff, because if you want to watch this, you can see it there. One of the coolest things about our live stream this year is we have so many different channels.
And it sucks for the show. So, we got some people already. Wow, fresh meat. Holy cow.
Ooh, look at this. Camera guy and husband and I went and did a video of him with his project from last year. He built a 9-foot sculpture and threw it off a cliff, and we recorded it. So that was pretty awesome. But let's see. Let's check out what's going on over in this corner. Random people wandering around with glowing eel wire things. Ooh, I like the forest. Oh, this looks pretty sick.
Yeah, we're back up on Google now. We're not. But see you guys down for about 5 minutes. So when he came into the dark room there, he went down.
Hot mic? We got a hot mic. Oh, this is good news. I know it's probably poor form to acknowledge the technical difficulties, but I can't ignore it. As you could see, dear viewer,